My name is Noela Mutanda, and I am going to moderate this session for us today. I work at IRA. I want to introduce to us this afternoon our host of this webinar, being part 2 of our series for this financial year on Be a Well-Informed Insurance Consumer. I would like to introduce Mr. Galgalo Kuche. Galgalo, please say jambo.
Thank you, Madam Noela. My name is Galgalo Badake. I work at IRA, Consumer Protection Department. Pleasure having you. Thank you. Madam Noela.
You are the AG. Yeah, maybe you can do a check too. Just tell us your name and what you do at IRA.
Okay, can you hear me now, Madam Noela?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon all. My name is Galgalo Badake. I work in Consumer Protection Department at IRA as a Senior Consumer Protection Officer. Welcome to this session. Thank you.
Thank you, Galgalo, and thank you for hosting us to this event. As I said earlier, today we're talking about, we want to talk about medical insurance. And that's one of the areas that we get quite a bit of questions, whether we are inside in terms of the complaints that are coming, or when we travel out for outreach activities at the counties. And so I just want to ask you, Galgalo, what does medical insurance really take care of? What does that cover? Thank you.
Thank you once again, Madam Noela. Medical insurance, if I may give the origin of medical insurance, we call it Bima wa Afya in Kiswahili. Medical insurance started back in 1967 through launching of NHIF, National Health Insurance Fund, by government. And over the years, it has grown. Right now, we have NHIF again, and we also have private medical insurance service providers. And medical insurance basically means it is a cover that takes care of your medical care or your medical bills whenever you visit a health facility. That is basically, in simple terms, what medical insurance is all about. It's about protecting your finances and personal savings. If you have medical insurance and you are hospitalized, hospitalization in Kenya, especially if you go to private hospitals, is very expensive. And as a result, if you have a medical insurance cover, then you will not be drained financially. So that is basically what medical insurance is all about.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Galgalo. And this medical insurance, it takes care of what? What are the benefits? And is it outpatient, inpatient, specialized treatment? If my tooth is broken and I want to fix it, if I want to have a tooth with some gold capping on it, that one that we see shining on people's mouths, can I do that? If I want to go and have my nose a ring, if I want to, as ladies, we are having problems with wrinkles, if I want to fix my face so that the wrinkles disappear, can I use my cover to do that? Thank you.
That's a very good question, Madam Noela. Medical insurance covers several things. Number one, it covers hospitalization costs. When we say hospitalization, it means you have a medical issue, you are admitted at a hospital. So when you are admitted, it caters for the doctor's fees. Now that is the consultation. It caters for the bed and also the treatment. So that is number one, that's hospitalization. It also caters for outpatient services like consultation. If you might need to see a doctor for a specific issue, it can be a general doctor, it can be a specialist. So in that case, it also caters for that services or for those costs. It also covers what we call emergency services. Emergency services are, for example, if you become critical all of a sudden and you need emergency evacuation, like an ambulance or air evacuation. It also covers that. It also covers specialized treatment. Specialized treatment is, for example, if you have a condition that you can't get medication in our country, or you need to seek overseas medication, it covers for those costs. So it covers a variety of things. The other thing is also about the optical. You mentioned your teeth. It also covers the dental treatment, but the optical, dental, all remember medical insurance is also a business, especially for private sectors. So it has capping for all of them. So if you are given a limit for a specific year, or for this year, if you have a cover this year and you are given a specific limit, then within that limit, you'll be accommodated for the year. But if you want to add, you might add at an extra cost. We call it premium. When you take insurance, you pay for it, and that payment is called premium in insurance language. So if you need to increase your limit, you add a certain amount of premium that will be demanded of you by the service provider. Basically, those are the benefits. Of course, we can't exhaust all of them. And depending on your needs, let me just emphasize this. When you take a medical insurance cover, it is based on your need. You need to take the cover based on your need. So, and everybody's need vary. Your need vary from the other person, somebody else. So it depends on what you want, and whatever you request for is what you are given. So basically, that is in a nutshell. Those are the benefits that you can find in a medical insurance cover.
Thank you, Galgalo. I just came from Kirigoya. We are having an activity in Kirigoya, in Kirinyaga County, and one of the questions that I was asked was the issue of chronic condition. And the question is, what is chronic? Actually, not. I'll go to, before I ask about chronic, I was asked about the pre-existing condition. When does it become pre-existing? And I was asked if today, if I get a medical cover today, and after 2 months, I develop high blood pressure, I develop hypertension, do I still get
Madam Noela, I'm losing you.
Sorry, I don't know whether I'm the one who dropped or Galgalo dropped.
Now you are back. I lost you at some point. I don't know.
Did you hear my question? I was asking about what is a pre-existing condition, and at which point does it become pre-existing? Because it's a major cause of questions. I just came from Kerugoya, and I got members of the public, and one of them asked me, how just does pre-existing condition work? Is it insurable, and how is that done?
Okay, thank you for that. A pre-existing condition in a medical insurance policy is a condition that can be that are medically proven exist. One that the member had before the loss, not before the loss, before the cover commenced. Number two, that is known to the member who is insuring now, that is known to the member prior to the commencement of the policy, or whether, or any condition that is diagnosed before the commencement of the policy, or 90 days before, 90 days after the commencement of, not after, before 90 days lapse of the policy. Let me just put it in a nutshell. When we say pre-existing condition, first of all, it must be a chronic condition or a critical condition, critical illness condition. I will define what chronic and critical illness is. They are used interchangeably in medical insurance. But for pre-existing condition, basically it's a condition that you have before the cover commenced, either whether you are aware or not, or whether it was diagnosed or not, within the first 90 days of the cover. So if it is noticed, or if it is discovered within the first 90 days of the cover, then it is treated as pre-existing condition. And in most cases, it's not covered under the policy in that instance. Now, if it surpasses 90 days, it's captured under what is called chronic condition or illness, or critical illness. So under chronic condition and critical illness, there is normally a capping in the policy. It varies from one service provider to the another. So basically, pre-existing condition is a condition, whether known to you or not known to you, that exists for a member within the first 90 days or before that. Madam Nola?
Thank you. And does insurance pay for pre-existing? And
no,
the question is that when you go, for instance, you have malaria and you have a pre-existing, somebody says that is an endorsement telling me that they will say what is taking you to hospital is because of pre-existing. But most importantly, do insurers cover pre-existing? And if it is a limit, what is the basis of the limit?
Okay, Madam Nola, it varies from one service provider to another, medical service provider to another. Some can cover depending on type of cover you choose. Some do not, and or some cover with conditions. So it depends on the kind of cover you take or the service provider you choose. So it is not automatic it is covered. Actually, it's an exemption in most cases. But there are some insurers who choose to cover depending on the kind of cover you have. And the reason why I'm insisting on the kind of cover is because some people have something, they have kind of cover called schemes. And in schemes, you will find even most of these things are covered because schemes are majorly for corporates. So if you are in a corporate medical cover, then you might have an advantage that it is covered. But if it is an individual medical insurance policy or a family insurance policy, then most likely it's an exclusion under the policy.
You know, you've spoken about and you've used the word exclusion. What is exclusion in medical insurance? What is exclusion? It's a big question. What really is exclusion?
Exclusion, if you take a medical insurance cover if you are given a policy document, for example, we'll also define what policy document is. In that document, you will find probably at the end there you will find things that are not covered under the policy. There are medical conditions, but they are not covered under the policy. So exemptions or exclusions are things that are not covered under the policy. They will define for you what they are not going to cover. So that is known as exclusion or exemption under the policy.
Thank you, Galgalo. I would like to know, and somebody is asking, pre-authorization. Why is it necessary? What does it cure, or what does it help? And how long should that pre-authorization take? Maybe I will just read a chart on that particular one. I would like to read a chart on that particular issue, but maybe you can answer that as I'm trying to get this chart.
Okay, pre-authorization in a medical insurance cover, if, for example, you go to a medical facility, you go to a hospital and you are seeking medical services, and you are told we are waiting for the approval from the service provider. That is what is known as pre-authorization. So the service you are seeking for has to be approved by the service provider before the health facility goes ahead and give you the service. So basically, that's what it means to seek for pre-authorization, in simple terms.
Thank you. I have a question.
Yes.
This is from Amina Fora. The issue I experienced with medical insurance is approval of pre-authorization sent, which takes long for you, the action. What if it's an emergency? She's asking why it would take so long and what happens in case of emergencies. And her second question is, the second is where employer deducts insurance money and doesn't remit, and you keep in paying extra money to activate and pay penalty, especially NHIF. She's asking what happens in cases where an employer deducts monies from your payslip to pay to like NHIF and the employer doesn't pay. And I'll take another one again. How does an insurer, that's the third one, Galgalo. How does an insurer categorize something as cosmetic, be it a procedure or medication dispensed? Yeah, when is it cosmetic? When I'm getting a procedure, when it is medicine that is being given to me to get well. Over to you.
Let me start with the first one, Madam Noela. The issue about pre-authorization taking long. What I will advise is this, because it is actually a process. Even from it's initiated from the health facility, and then it goes to the service provider. It also depends on the mode that is used. That's number one. Whether it's an email, so how it's done. And what I will advise is this: if you have a medical insurance cover, what you need, number one, your medical service provider need to provide you with call center contacts or 24-hour contact that you can contact them, your medical insurance provider, so that in case now that authorization is sent to the medical insurance provider, you can also directly contact them and actually seek for approval or pressure them to approve. That's number one. But in cases where you will find there are a lot of delays and it is not serving you, you can actually raise a complaint. You can raise a complaint with us, IRA. We can sort it out. The other issue is about the money being remitted or not being remitted by the employer to NHIF. if I get you right, Madam Noela. We don't have any authority as IRA. We don't have any authority over the employers. So if they don't remit money to the medical fund or health insurance fund, I think there's no way you can hold NHIF liable for that, because if they don't receive money, they won't activate your cover. So the issue has to be sorted at the employer level, because that's where the problem is. Probably. So for that one, I don't think there's any remedy that NHIF or even any authority can, or even IRA can take to assist you on that. It is about the employer. If the employer doesn't remit, then the medical service provider, that's NHIF, will not accept you will not be covered. The issue of Madam Noela, I think you asked something to do with cosmetics. I think there are drugs that are or treatments that are considered cosmetic, and there are quite a number, and it depends on the nature or the type of treatment that you are seeking for. When the insurance company or the medical service provider get an MOU or a service level agreement with a medical provider, at that point they actually agree on what is not cosmetic and what is cosmetic. It is at that point they decide what is not cosmetic and what is cosmetic. So from the word go, if you come and seek for those services, then the health provider will inform you what is not cosmetic or what is not categorized as cosmetic and what is categorized as cosmetic. I think basically that's how I will answer that question. I don't know whether I have answered all of them, Madam Noela.
Yes, you have. Can you please speak to the waiting period? The matters of the waiting period on medical insurance, and what is it also aimed at curing? I mean, if I purchase insurance today and I've paid premiums, why should I not enjoy it in a week or 2 weeks time? Why has somebody to wait? And also when you're answering that, I think something related to that, there's a question regarding can a lady get sign up for medical insurance when she's already pregnant? Yeah, already you're heavy with child. Can you get a medical insurance then and use that same cover to pay for your delivery costs? Galgal?
Thank you, Madam Noela, for this question. Waiting period is a time set by the insurance company or the insurer or medical service provider for the time you will not be covered after you take or after the commencement of your medical insurance policy. There are a number of reasons why they do that. Number one, if you are taking, if they don't know you as the customer, of course they are also in business. Number one, so it is a period where they can even take you for example, medical checkup. They want to know some things about you. So for that period, they will tell you, we are not covering you for this period because of 1, 2, 3. And in most cases, it's to check whether you have any pre-existing condition or whether you have a bad claims record where you are. There are a number of reasons as why they do that. But basically, waiting period means is the period you are not covered, but you have the medical insurance policy. And this waiting period mostly applies to specific illnesses. It applies to specific procedures in a medical facility or medical treatments. So it is not everything that has waiting period. They might tell you, we are giving you wait period for this number of months, for this specific illness or disease. So it is not the entire medical cover that has a waiting period. It can be even the entire, but in most cases, it is for specific illnesses, specific procedures, or specific treatments. And if you had a medical cover and you are renewing with another medical service provider, you should not, in a month's time, specifically a month, if you don't take more than a month and you renew with another medical insurance service or medical insurance service provider, then the waiting period should not apply. And that is, it is standard across the industry. So if you have a medical insurance policy and you want to shift to another one, you can do it within a month so that you will not be given any waiting period. So basically that's all about waiting period. The issue of taking cover when a lady is pregnant, yes, you can. So you can join medical cover at any point, and you can join when you have your pregnancy on, and then you still have even maternity cover. So there's no limit as to when you should take a medical insurance policy and you should not take.
Galgalo, just to clarify, so if you take a cover when you are already pregnant, on the matter of the one for pregnancy, can you use that cover to pay?
Maybe a clarification, Madam Noela. Can you use the cover to pay your medical bills?
Not the, yeah, okay. You have if you take a medical cover and you're pregnant, yes. You are already pregnant. Can that cover pay for your delivery, delivery costs, or it will take care of other costs minus delivery? I'm 5 months pregnant and I take a medical cover.
Yes.
And can it pay for my delivery costs?
Again, it depends on the kind of cover you take. I give you an example of, for example, a scheme. In most schemes, the reason why mostly people prefer a group cover is because when you come together as a group, there are benefits you enjoy as a group. So if it is a medical scheme, there is no restriction. You can actually enjoy all the covers that exist from the word go. But this also depends with the kind of or with the service provider you have, because medical insurance is tailor-made for each group, because each group has different needs and each individual has different needs. So it is tailor-made. But for individuals, if, for example, for family medical cover or individual medical cover, they might not cover maternity if you're already pregnant. But it depends also on the kind of premium or the amount of premium you are willing to pay. You can buy, if they give you a waiting period for that, you can buy even that waiting period. So it is not automatic, but you can actually negotiate and have the cover.
Okay. Thank you. So I see a question. The College of Insurance does not offer specific courses for medical insurance like they do for other categories. As IRA, how can you assist the people working in the medical insurance department who would like to get more equipped in the field? Gal, is that something you want, you can speak to?
Okay. Just to mention, I think even at College of Insurance, of course, there is no specific training on medical insurance, but it is still part of, there's something called general insurance. So it's still part of general insurance training at College of Insurance. We also have industry trainings where we build capacity for the industry on medical issues. So over the years, we've been doing even workshops and trainings for the industry as IRA. of course, it's not all the time, it's not medical insurance, but it's part of general insurance. Remember, medical is so pronounced in general because it is something that touches everybody in the industry or in the country. So, but medical insurance is part of a class of insurance called general insurance. So it is still part of the trainings people go through even at college of insurance.
I will start with the very first. And do you want to talk about the issue of dependents? How many dependents can one have on a policy, on a cover? Okay. How many dependents is one entitled to?
For medical insurance policy, the automatic dependents are your spouse and your children. And in most cases, for children, there is capping in most cases. It can be 4 or 5, depending on the service provider. And again, also on children, if you have a newborn today, that newborn can only be recognized as a member of the cover or as a member of the insurance medical cover after registration. Registration means you apply, there is birth notification, and you are applied for birth certificate. So upon birth notification, now the child can be added to the cover. Again, for children, that child must be below 25 years. And in fact, if the child is above 18, you must prove that child is still under your care. For example, that child is schooling, whether he's in university or college, if the child is above 18. So medical insurance cover can only recognize somebody as a child only if you are below 25. And from 18, the condition is you must prove that that child is under your care. And just to add on that, if you want to add to your cover other dependents, you just negotiate with your medical service provider. For example, if you want to add your mother or your parents to your cover, it is still possible, but it comes at a fee. You'll have to add premium. Yes.
Thank you. What about this issue of you have you've mentioned that the cover you can add whoever you want to add and it will work. So does that apply, say, for if you have children with different ladies? So if you have children with different men in the event of ladies, can my husband take another child to be a beneficiary of his cover with my children on that particular cover?
Yes, that is acceptable, Madam Noella, so long as you prove that child is your child, because basically what they use for children is birth certificate. If the name of the father is there, then it's still your child. So there's no problem with that. The only issue is about the capping. If the policy says the maximum number of children we are covering is 4, and then it will be 4. So there is no limitation as to whether the child belongs to different fathers or different mothers.
Thank you. As we move towards the end, can you please speak to this issue of COVID? Does insurance take care of COVID? I see another person has sent me a DM saying that last year, 2020 and last year, there were complaints that insurers were not taking care of COVID. Is that true? And as a regulator, what are you doing about that?
That's a very good question, Madam Noella. First of all, let me say COVID is a pandemic, and pandemics are actually specified under medical insurance policy. So most medical insurance service providers don't cover pandemics, but if they do, they have a capping, they have a limit. And if you had a medical condition on COVID and and pandemics are covered under your policy, then they cannot exclude. They have to pay for it up to the limit. But there's also an advisory we sent to the industry last year to cover for COVID vaccination. So your medical insurance cover should cover vaccination, and this is just a risk mitigation measure by the government, but it should cover for vaccination. But the issue of COVID treatment or COVID medical issues, it is covered if your policy has a pandemic cover, basically.
Thank you. I have a question here from NC. Is an employer not mandated to provide medical insurance for its employees? What legal options exist for an employee whose employer refuses to provide the same? Is medical insurance a mandatory employment benefit? I bet that's what Nairobi City County is asking.
I think the only mandatory medical insurance cover, I think, is NHIF. The others is especially the private medical insurance cover. They are just necessitated by the condition or the high cost of medical bills or medical care in the country. So it is not mandatory for the insurers or the employers to give you a medical cover. The only mandatory medical cover, if you are employed, is the NHIF. And NHIF, actually, you are paying for yourself, not the employer paying for you. So there is no, it's not mandatory to have a private medical insurance policy.
Thank you. And there's this question has been raised over in terms of if hospitals see that you have a medical card, then all of a sudden you're complaining. You go with a bleeding toe, and they're asking for a blood test. Of course, I'm a bit making a joke out of it, but they complain that when they see you with a medical card, then the tests are more than when you're a cash paying client. And why is that so? And then they even, when you're signing, you note that as a medical card holder, your consultation could be higher than the cash paying client or patient. What makes that possible? And is it okay for that to happen?
Madam Nola, there are acceptable limits or bills for medical insurance, especially when a medical insurance provider contacts the medical facility. If, first of all, before they get into agreement, they must agree on the charges. That's number one. And those are the charges they apply once they have an agreement. And number two, the reason it is actually true that when you use a medical insurance cover, your costs are likely to be higher than when you use cash. And the reason is very simple. For medical facility, if you use the medical insurance card, they will not be paid immediately. They will be paid after some time. They first treat you, they incur all the expenses, and then they will now send an invoice to the medical insurance provider. It will be approved. It will be a process for them to be paid. So to look at time value of money, they normally give something called markup for medical health facilities. So it is not the same. And that's the reason why they are not the same.
Thank you, Galgalo. What about are consumers or other patients, do they have arbitration mechanisms or dispute resolution mechanisms, especially like those who have some are not satisfied with the bills that they paid. A question here in my DM, someone is asking that they went to an hospital and they agreed that they pay, she pays for treatment, and that the hospital would make a refund, and it's now taking longer than she thought it should. What is the way forward in such a case? Is it even allowable first to, you have a cover and you're being asked to sort it out, they'll sort you out, and then they delay to pay?
Thank you, Madam Noela, for that question. So I think what the last bit of the question was about the refund, if I get it correctly. So number one, it is allowed for your medical insurance provider to tell you that pay for the medical bills and then seek for reimbursement. It is very much possible, even with NHIF, with private medical insurance providers, it is possible. You can pay for your bills and then seek refund from your medical insurance provider, but that is upon approval. You don't just do it and then you come to them, you tell them I have done this and this. You tell them these are the services I want. If they can't pay for it immediately, they will advise you. Or if you will be able to pay for it, then they tell you you can pay for it and bring the bills. We can refund you. That's acceptable. And the issue of arbitration, and when we talk of arbitration, we are talking about dispute between your medical insurance provider and yourself, you as a member, because we don't regulate medical health facilities. We only regulate or the policy speaks to your relationship between your medical insurance provider and you as a member. So if we talk of arbitration, we are talking about dispute between your medical insurance provider and you as a member. So if a dispute arises, there are mechanisms of resolving that dispute. Number one, you can and actually those things are stipulated in your policy document. So when if a dispute comes, then you can agree as parties to the dispute. That is, you as a member and your insurance medical provider, you appoint 2 doctors and you also agree on whom you are appointing to resolve that issue, if it is a medical issue. If then that is not resolving the issue, we also have arbitrators from, you can seek recommendation from medical practitioners and dentist board. Those are the body that actually regulate doctors. So you can seek approval from them, or they can give you somebody to oversee the resolution of the dispute, whether it's one doctor or more. In another case, if, for example, your dispute is not related to medical issue, it is just about the policy itself or the condition or terms and conditions of the policy, then you can also get an arbitrator from Chartered Institute of Arbitrators to arbitrate the matter. That is the third option. And the fourth option and the last option is we as the regulator, that is IRA, Insurance Regulatory Authority, we have a department for consumer protection where we also deal with industry complaints, including medical disputes. So you can bring it to us, we resolve the issue.
Thank you, Galgalo. As we drive to an end, I don't have any question in the chat. Is there anything that you would like to mention about medical insurance as just tips for consumers when they want to buy? What should they look out for? Issues of of how to better maximize and optimize on the use of their medical cards. Is that something that you want to speak about? Maybe you can talk about that.
Thank you, Madam. Number one, I can talk about geographical limit. We've not tackled that. If you are traveling, for example, if you take a medical insurance cover, please check the geographical limit. And the geographical limit, I mean, whether your cover is covering only Kenya or it covers also other regions, because you might be traveling and you might need that cover somewhere else. So that's number one. And it is supposed to be it's supposed to be contained, it's supposed to be written in your policy, the geographical limit. Is it Kenya? Is it East Africa? Is it globally? Depending on the cover you take. There is something called policy document. I want to speak to this thing called policy document. Basically, policy document is a document that contains all the terms and conditions of the policy. It also contains all the benefits you're supposed to enjoy under the policy, all the limits of the policy, basically everything you need to know about your policy. So when you get a medical insurance cover, you need to ask for that document. And it is your right to get that document, because that is the basis or the that is the cover itself. The contract you have with the medical insurance provider is that document. So ensure you get your policy document. That's number one. And then it's also very important, if you have a medical insurance cover, you must have the list or the panel of the medical facilities of that medical insurance provider. So once you get the list contains even the contacts. So whenever you are in which region or whenever you travel or wherever you are, you might know the nearest facility that you can use. That's also very important, including even the specialists you are supposed to see. So it is very important for you to have the panel of the medical facilities of the medical insurance provider. What also I want to say about medical insurance cover is you take, please take medical insurance policy based on your needs. And based on your needs, I mean, everybody's needs are different. If you are taking a family cover, it varies from one family to another. If you see your friend has a medical cover, don't just go for the same cover, because it's not the same as yours. And the limits and even the kind of cover you need is totally different from the other person. And the reason is the nature of our bodies. What you need to know is, what do you need to cover in your policy? For example, if you have a child with a medical condition, how can they treat in that in your policy document or in your policy, in your medical policy? So you disclose all these things when you are taking that cover, so that it covers exact needs you want, so that you'll not be frustrated when you go to a medical facility. You'll be told, we are not covering this, and it becomes a dispute. I think for now, that's what I want to say, Madam Nuela. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Gallo. Mary Goretti is just asking, we have 3 more minutes, and I think in those 3 minutes you can ask, you can tell her or explain what a brief clarification on proximate cost.
Okay. Proximate cost is a term that is used across the insurance sector. And when I mean insurance sector, it can be medical, it can be general insurance, it can be life. Basically, in medical, the proximate cost means if you have an illness, for example, what is the cause of that illness, the exact cause of the illness? For example, if you have COVID, you have an headache. For example, you have fever. So if at a medical facility, they have seen you have fever. What is the cause of that fever? It is COVID. So the proximate cause is COVID, not now your medical condition. The proximate cause of your problem is COVID, not the headache. So proximate cause is basically the exact cause of the medical issue you have. I don't know whether I've answered that, Madam Noela.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. And thank you for that. I think I want for us to call it a day. I am not seeing any question that we have not addressed on our chat. And I just want to take this opportunity to thank everybody who has been part of this call. We have recorded this session, and if you check on our Facebook handles, you'll be able to get it, and you actually are free to share the same amongst your networks. I believe the information that Galgalo has given us will help many of us moving forward. So Galgalo, thank you so much and have a good afternoon. And to all our studio members, I also wish you a good afternoon and a peaceful weekend. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Pleasure having you all. Have a good day.
Thank you. Pastor, you could close the meeting. Pastor, kindly end the meeting. Galgalo, you can also end the meeting. Thank you.